Sarah Joy Bryant from Joy and Hope Restored Ministry, and I wanted to tell you a little bit about my background and about this ministry and why it is that I do it. When I was 7 years old, my mom committed suicide, and 2 years later my sister was then diagnosed with cancer, and I ended up growing up in the hospital and becoming her caregiver when I was a teenager. During those teenage years I ended up getting involved in drug addiction, which led to suicide attempts, led to depression, and when I was 20 years old, my sister then passed away. A few years later, I ended up then getting involved with a guy who turned my life upside down. There was a lot of abuse. It turned to stalking, turned to where I ended up having to leave the state in order to get free of it. That abuse really took a toll on my life as it became an identity that I lived in, and I lived in with expectations and bad things to always happen to me. Because of experiencing so much trauma in my early years, and I was raised in the church and I was always told that God loved me, because I saw those things, it was really hard for me to believe that this was a God that loved. When I was in my 20s is when I began to pursue this God, because I knew that there was no other hope besides Him. Nothing I had done, drug addiction, nothing I had gone after had given me any type of hope. But as I come to know who God is and understand what He gave up when Jesus gave His life on the cross, was the only time in my life that I began to experience true hope, true joy, and true peace. Now that I've come into this place in my life where I've gotten to see that God's real and that He's true and that He desired relationship with me, even in the midst of my pain, He was still there. I felt at times that God didn't see me, or He was mad at me, and the life that I lived was a life of judgment because of things I had done in my past. Now that I know that God, He's a good God and that He's faithful, I want and desire to help other people to know that this is a good God that we serve. And for those of you who don't know God, I desire for you to get to know who Jesus Christ is so that you can know and understand what it is to live a life of peace and joy and hope. And it's also a ministry to help bring freedom to people's lives, no matter what it is that they're battling, whether it's drug addiction or maybe it's just anxiety or depression. Joy and Hope Restored's vision is to just bring a fullness to your life in a way that you maybe never experienced before. For more information, you can visit us at joyandhoperestored.org. You can like us on Facebook, and you can follow us on Instagram. You can find out upcoming classes on our website, as well as training that we are offering, and videos and other resources. We hope to hear from you soon.